In this episode, we'll be talking about intermittent fasting and I'll be answering questions about intermittent fasting. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Alex, and welcome back to my channel. On today's episode, on today's video, I'll be talking about intermittent fasting and I'll be answering, I'm not really talking about it, but I'll be answering your questions. Frequently asked questions on intermittent fasting and other stuff. So, before I get into this video, I just want to put out a disclaimer. Before you think about starting intermittent fasting or any other thing, if you have an underlying health condition or any other stuff like that, please make sure you seek the advice of your health professionals, your doctors, your nurses, all those people. Please make sure you go for a checkup and just seek their advice before you start anything. Intermittent fasting should be one of the most popular world health trends, if not the most popular. So for those who don't know what intermittent fasting is, an eating pattern which revolves around eating and fasting. It doesn't necessarily point out which particular food you should eat or you shouldn't eat, but necessarily when you should eat the particular food you want to eat. So not which food, but actually when you should eat. So that's actually the basic things you need to know about intermittent fasting. The major reason most people embark into this intermittent fasting is because of weight problems, for weight loss. Most people eat 3 to 5 times a day without even feeling hungry. Me personally, I can do that. So eating this way can actually lead to obesity and lots of other health problems. So this intermittent fasting is actually a good tool for you to try and control the way you eat. It tends to detoxify and regenerate. So it's just like renewing itself. I don't know if you understand, but that is just what it's talking about, the period. So moving forward, I'll be listing out some questions, some frequently asked questions that people are always asking about intermittent fasting, and I'll be answering them to the best of my knowledge. So please, disclaimer again, make sure you check up with your doctor before you starting up intermittent fasting. This is very important, so please. Thank you very much. Now, the first question is, who is advised to begin intermittent fasting? Now, anyone can do this, literally everyone, except these few people now that I'm going to list. If you're below 18 years of age, 2, if you're on any form of medications, antibiotics, anything, if you are on any form of medications, please do not start intermittent fasting. 3, if you have hypertension or low blood pressure. 4, if you're pregnant or a lactating mother. 5, if you have underlying health issues like diabetes, if you are underweight and should not start intermittent fasting, you are not advised to start it. If you fall into any of these categories, please, there have to be other methods. So do not embark on this journey. The second question is, what can I eat or drink during fasting? Now, as I said before in the beginning of this video, you can eat anything you want. It doesn't really specify what you should eat, but actually it specifies when you should eat what you eat. So don't go crazy on your food immediately you finish fasting. Just take it slow. Don't just cut down your portions. Don't go crazy on the food. 4,000 calories is a lot. So that's it. And during fasting, you can drink water, coffee and tea without milk and sugar, just raw. So these are actually what you should take during fasting. Just stay hydrated. Yeah, being hydrated during fasting is very, very good because it can actually help suppress ghrelin. Ghrelin is the hormone which makes you feel hungry. So it can suppress hunger. In your eating portions, you don't have to be picky what you eat. Just try and measure your portions and make sure you eat a balanced diet. Now, the third question, isn't intermittent fasting starvation? No, intermittent fasting is not starvation. Starvation is the deficiency in energy intake by the body. So it's not there is a line between them. It's not the same thing. If you are doing intermittent fasting, your body is still nourished by the metabolism of glycogen and fat. So your body is still getting its nourishment from these. But during starvation, no, there is no nourishment, there is no energy. So that is just differences. When I exercise or work out during fasting, Yes, you can, and it actually helps it work better, and you can see more results by incorporating a little exercise with your fasting. But don't go too crazy. Don't go and start lifting dead weights and start doing 1,000 push-ups. Just go on low intensity workouts, cardio. You can just take walk, you can run, all those kind of stuff. So don't go and start carrying 10,000 pounds of weight while fasting. You will break down. So just take it easy during your fast. Now, the fifth question is, will intermittent fasting slow down my body metabolism? No, actually, the glucose and glycogen metabolism will continue, and it will actually feed in to the fat metabolism, which indirectly causes weight loss. So that's the essence of the thing. This is a very popular question. Is intermittent fasting the same as keto diet, ketogenic diet that helps in ketosis, the ones that you eat proteins and all those things? So no, it's not the same. Eating fats and proteins on a keto diet will lead your body to produce energy from fats and proteins only, because you're not eating carbohydrates again. So your body will strictly depend on fats and proteins to get the energy from. In the absence of carbohydrates, your body turns fats into ketones and uses those ketones as a source of energy. Thus, it's called ketosis. So you eat a ketogenic diet for ketosis. Intermittent fasting can trigger ketosis if you're on stage, in which there will be no glycogen left to transform into glucose. Converts into glucose. I know this sounds scary, but it's not scary. So in the absence of no glucose again, your body now has to turn to fat and convert that fat to ketones for energy. So thus, that's the weight loss we're talking about. Tips on how to navigate through your journey intermittent fasting and stuff. So always try to keep records, your weight, just keep records, your BMI, all those stuff. So you know if you're making progress or not. Try 0-calorie beverages, cut down on sodas, your Coca-Cola, your Pepsi. I know they are very delicious, they are sweet, I can tell you, but just cut down on them. Just have a way to just balance all these things, because those things are actually, they have a lot of calories, so just find a way to just cut down on those kind of things. Go 30 days without it, just a trial run. We have come to the end of this video. I didn't want to make this video very long and start talking about the in-depth stuff of intermittent fasting, but I just wanted to just brush everything up. So that's it. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, please, and subscribe to this channel, and check out my socials. They should pop up somewhere in the video, somewhere in the video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. And don't forget to end SARS.